Sounds on 29th is proud to be sponsored by Rosenberg's Bagels and Delicatessen. Authentic New York City-style bagels made with local and natural ingredients. Serving gourmet smoked fishes and house-made spreads. Rosenberg's Bagels and Delicatessen, made hot and fresh all day.
Hey, what up, man?
Sounds on 29th would like to thank Hold Please Productions for their support.
Famous Original J's Pizza, an authentic New York City-style slice shop located in Denver's historic Five Points. Boasting high-caliber ingredients with East Coast flavor, available by the slice or whole pie. Famous Original J supports Sounds on 29th and the Colorado creative community.
The following programming contains adult themes and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
I couldn't find my underwear. I said that you could keep them. They were my favorite pair. I just hope you don't slip them. Lying in your bed, what do we talk about? There's a pounding in my head. I just need. I couldn't find my underwear. I said that you could keep them. They were my favorite pair. I just hope you don't slip them. Lying in your bed, what do we talk about? There's a pounding in my head. I just need to get out.
Hello and welcome to Sounds on 29th on CPT 12. I'm your host, Bree Davies. Thanks for joining me as I guide you through another episode showcasing the vast talent of Colorado's music and comedy scenes. Tonight, I'm so excited to bring you sets from one of my favorite bands, the Corner Girls, and the comedic talent of Chuck Roy. First, it's a set from the Corner Girls, self-described pastel punkers who started this band just shy of 3 years ago. The trio released their latest EP, Talkin About Boys, in August of 2018, and most recently did a 3-show stint across Colorado, opening for Long Beach, California's Chief White Lightning. In October, Brianna, Maddie, and Jessica released their first video for Boyfriend, featuring a cameo by fellow local musician Yasi, a video we will be sharing with you on a future music video edition of Sounds on 29th. But right now, you can see this track come alive right here in the studio. It's the Corner Girls. Sounds on 29th. I'm Bree Davies. I'm here with the Corner Girls. Hi.
Hi.
Will you guys introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'm Brianna.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Maddie.
You guys were great. I
Thank
just love
you.
watching you. It's so much fun.
Thanks.
It's like genuine. Your friendship is very clear in your music. I think like you actually like each other, which is really
Yeah.
wonderful.
A little bit.
So I know when you started the band a couple years ago, it was like not a joke, but maybe you weren't taking it seriously. And I wonder if there was a moment for you guys when you were like, oh, this is something we really want to keep doing together. Like if there was like a particular moment or a show or an experience or something.
I think our first UMS, I was just like, whoa, this is cool. But yeah, I mean, it started just kind of like something we wanted to try out because Jessica didn't even know how to play the bass.
And then you taught yourself, and you're awesome. Was that the UMS that you guys played at the High Dive and Taco Cat?
Yeah. We like met Taco Cat.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I was there. That was such a great show.
Yeah.
That's such a cool experience. When you write songs, I was just thinking about the song Boyfriend and like thinking about sometimes we write songs and they're about people that we know, and I always wonder like, do they know that we're writing about them? Like, do you write songs together, or sort of how does a song come together for the Corner Girls?
This was kind of when we were taking it more seriously. Once we all were like comfortable and good at playing together, it was a much more like we would write a song all together at the same time. So like Boyfriend was actually one of the first ones that was like that, where we all wrote it together.
Collectively.
Yeah.
Instead of like bringing pieces together, you just did it like a full process together. That's cool. And I know you released Boyfriend as a single in June. Is that part of something bigger that's coming out, or sort of what are you guys working on right now?
Yes, it's part of an EP called Talkin About Boys.
Talking About Boys?
Yeah. And it's out this month.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Cool. And where will we be able to find it? It's the best way.
Everywhere. Spotify, for me personally, is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
But it'll be like on Bandcamp, iTunes,
SoundCloud.
if people do that.
Cool.
So.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us. It was
Yeah.
so fun.
Yay!
Tell me your problems and I'll pretend to care. If you pay me, you can tell me what to wear. We'll be
Denver's own The Corner Girls. If you missed an episode of Sounds on 29th or want to check out the many musicians and comedians we've hosted over the years, you can visit cpt12.org or find CPT12 on YouTube. You can also check out Sounds on 29th on Facebook, where we post information on upcoming editions of the show along with past performances. While we're here, I'd like to ask you to support public television. Shows like Sounds on 29th couldn't happen without viewers like you. A few dollars goes a long way for a show like this, and you can help make it happen by texting GIVE and any dollar amount you choose to 720-571-8881. Next up, it's a Hold Please Productions comedy break. I'm so excited to bring you the comedic work of Chuck Roy. Before coming to Colorado many years ago, the New Hampshire native first worked in LA, appearing on shows like Third Rock from the Sun, Will and Grace, and as the warm-up act for The Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn. He landed in Denver well over a decade ago. Roy's been performing and producing comedy in the form of live showcases, podcasts, holiday-themed events, and educational opportunities for those newer to the craft. Please enjoy this set from the stand-up bear himself, Chuck Roy.
Oh, wow. Hey, everybody. Oh, that's so nice. And thank you for having me back on Sounds on 29th. I'm so thrilled. And you're right. Life is applause-worthy. And it is going well for me. I'm dating a stockbroker. He's a strong buy. Thank you. I tried dating a law student, but it didn't work out. We couldn't make it past the bar. That is a tough test. Now I'm dating a 30-year-old, which is, if you know me, that breaks a lot of rules. Like, I'm like a rock star. It's like, once you turn 23, you're out. And this one is 30. He's a fireman, so it's all the muscles. They're everywhere. There's pectorals, there's abdominals, and then there's arms. He has giant arms, and that's what gets me. It's, the big arms. I'm like, eesh. And then he's 30, so I get confused. I'm like, I don't know, when are we gonna break up? And then it's the big arms. And apparently, I have a gun show loophole. Right, that's what I do. On Thursday nights, I have a date with the Kardashians. That's my code for taking out the trash. Oh, you're right. That's a dicey joke. I take out the trash. I live in Parker, Colorado, and we have chores like that. My chores are take out the trash, and sometimes I go to the grocery store. We have a King Soopers, and here's a story. I was at the King Soopers, and I came around the corner, and there was a tiny little woman. She's about 85 years old, and she's about 4 foot -2. And like tiny little old lady, and she wanted something up on the top shelf. And I'm tall, I'm 6'3", and tall people, we have a job to do at the grocery store. If we see a tiny little person that wants something on the top shelf, it's our job to help. So I was like, Miss, do you need some help reaching something on the top shelf? And she said, oh, you are so kind, young man. I do. I need the All brand, and it's located on the top shelf all the way to the back of the shelf. And would you be so kind as to help me? And I said, sure. Get up there. Right. I was like, come on, Kathy Rigby, you can do it. Mary Lou reckons she got up there. You are very kind. The last time I was here, I was telling you that I was working on new concert moves. I've been studying Beyonce, and that's what concert performers do. We ask WWBD, what would Beyonce do? At this moment in a performance, Beyonce will do something, and many concert performers do this. They say, well, it's time for the new single. And you're right. Every crowd at any concert ever always gets bummed out when the person says, it's time for the new single. It's because we don't know the words, and we don't know how to dance along or anything, and that's a challenge. So I'm gonna do the new single, and sing along if you know the words. Right, this is my new single. It's called Light Rail. Which we have a wonderful transportation system here in Colorado, and the light rail is terrific. Riding the light rail is like playing a par 3 golf course. You never touch the driver. I did that. I was taking the light rail and off to one of my favorite little comedy clubs, and there was a moment where I had to change trains, and I saw a moment that happened in real life, and that's something I like to do. When I witness something in real life, then I'm like, this needs to be brought to the nice people at Sounds on 29th and for the terrific little comedy show, you know? So here's the moment that happened. There was a mother, she had a young mother, she had 3 little toddlers. They were ages 3, 4, and 4.5. And remember that, like, when 4.5 was important? You're like, that gets me an extra 15 minutes of bedtime. And the mother was doing so great at wrangling in the little kids. Like, little toddlers are a bundle of energy, and she was doing that thing where she's entertaining them and she's teaching them all at the same time. She goes, what sound does a lion make? And the kids are like, roar! And I was like, whoa, I'm on the Serengeti. This is so real. There are lions everywhere. And then the mother says, what sound does a chicken make? And the kids are like, barka, 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 barka. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm on a chicken farm. This is so amazing. These kids are super talented. And then the mom said, what sound does a president make? And the kids were like, grab him by the I shouldn't say that. Well, thank you for having me on Sounds on 29th. I love you, Colorado.
Hi, we are the Corner Girls, and you're watching Sounds on 29th.
I'd be better off if I didn't crush on every boy I see. Ooh, I
Thanks for joining me for another episode of Sounds on 29th here on CPT 12. Special thanks to the Corner Girls and Chuck Roy for stopping by and performing for us. If you're a musician from Colorado and have music videos you want to share with viewers through the beauty of public television, please send them to us via soundson29th@cpt12.org for consideration. Thanks again to our sponsors, Hold Please Productions, Rosenberg's Bagels and Delicatessen, and Famous Original J's Pizza for help making this show happen. I'm your host, Bree Davies. See you here every Saturday night at 9 o'clock for more local music and comedy right here on CPT 12 Sounds on 29.